grass has the potential to become a skyscraper. And forget about everything. Hip hop, dog. I gotta get hip hop. Hip hop. There are no rules today. There's no intro. Get hip hop, dog. I get hip hop. I'm so excited, guys, because you know me and my love for hip hop, and specifically SA Hip Hop. And today I have SA Hip Hop royalty, Venomraps in the building. Forget about subscribing, forget about liking. I'm kidding. Subscribe, like, and share. But all I want to say today, go to get hip hop. I gotta get hip hop. Hip hop is in the building. Zolani, welcome to Under Construction SA. But I know you go by the name Venomraps. You go to Venomraps, not Zolani. But welcome to Under Construction SA. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you so much for having me, man. I've been waiting for this, looking forward to it, been preparing myself, you know, trying to make sure that everything's cool. But yeah, I'm here, man, and I'm grateful to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure and honor for us to have you. It's crazy. I was expecting the chains. I was expecting shades. You know, hip hop is, you know. You come with a good look. You're looking like a doctor. You're out here looking like a professional. I'm like, nigga. No, I expected that steady.
Man, listen, man. This is me, dog. This is me. If you listen to my music and you look at me, this is exactly what you get. It's different for when I'm going out, when I have to show up. Of course, you're gonna see the rapper there, but you know, I'm trying to be more at a personal level with you, you know? So just keeping it real, no chains, no shades, just normal as me.
Appreciate that. So let's start off with someone that doesn't know you, someone that hasn't met you. How do you describe yourself to someone like that? What would you say, where you are, where you're from, and what are you about?
Okay, Venomraps is an artist, South African hip hop artist to be specific, from Newcastle, South Africa. It is a town in KwaZulu-Natal, born and raised there. I've been around like quite a few times. I'm currently in Durban right now, mainly because of schooling. But yeah, man, I'm a hip hop artist. I like making music. Music is basically my life. Besides school, I'm basically my music, you know. And literally, what you see is exactly what you get. You know, I know people don't really see much of me unless it's like when I decide to show my face. But yeah, what you see is exactly what you get. Like how I was telling you now, that don't expect change, because you're not gonna get change unless I want you to see change, of course.
Man, it's funny for the first time, and I think you corrected me. In my mind, Newcastle is somewhere in the Northern Cape, you know. I don't know how I got that wrong. Every time I see that people going to Newcastle or the Newcastle, I never thought it was in KZN. But anyway, that's a revelation for me. How was it growing up in Newcastle? Give us a picture of Newcastle and you grew up.
Oh man, that place is something else, bro. So many stories about that place. But like growing up there, I'd say I had like a pretty amazing upbringing. Like there is nothing that I'd say I needed and I didn't get. You know, the people around me at the time, even now, were great people. You know, I'm talking about my friends, my neighbors, and all of that. Like very, very kind people, you know, to me. And luckily enough, the place where I'm from, as much as it's the suburbs, it's full of Black people, like everywhere, dog. It doesn't even feel like you're in the suburbs. I don't know how to describe it, dog, but like, so I grew up like around a lot of people of my color also.
You know, what I like about the story of Newcastle is just that today I figured out that Newcastle isn't KZN, and how ignorant of me. I know people are gonna laugh. Some people are gonna say, how did I not know? You know, South Africans will come for you for such small things, you know. But today I learned a new thing. But still speaking about Newcastle, I know in 2006 you were introduced to hip hop. You know, I want to know who introduced you to hip hop and how was it introduced to you?
Okay, the person who introduced me to hip hop was my uncle, and it was the traditional way, when he was still like, I think it was around in his early 20s, used to play a lot of Zola, Pro Kid, especially like Zola, Pro Kid, Scotta Camp, like a lot. So maybe he's out doing the garden or something like that. He'll be pumping it hard. Maybe he's out washing the car or just cutting the grass. He'll be bumping hip hop all the time. So growing up, that was literally all I heard around him. So I'd say he plugged me to hip hop mostly.
So would you say Ozola and Pro Kid have influenced the way you rap right
Mm, let me say, I'd say they really influenced the attitude I have towards how I approach my songs. They huge influence. If you listen to how confident those guys sounded in their songs, you can pick up those things in my songs too. Like you can tell that this person is really about whatever it is that he's saying.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were a huge part of that.
Man, that's fair then, that's fair. So now in 2006 you introduced, I know around 11 years you start writing, but what I'm more interested in is when does your first studio session happen? Like what day?
Oh,
how was it? Where did you record?
damn, that was a long time because from the time I was living, I was just writing but not recording anything, just writing and not even rapping it out for people, just writing just. But the first studio session I had was around 2015. Yeah, it was 2015. I was doing matric at the time. And the funny thing is around the finals. So I had to go home, stand for my finals, and after that, go write. After writing, go to studio, because it was the first time experiencing it and I wanted to record as much as possible. So yeah, it was around 2015, 2016. That's when I really got into my first studio sessions.
Oh, that's just you were writing exams and you were recording. So how were your results? Seeing that
Yeah.
you were balancing your
Bruh,
grades.
I can post them
Were you
even
not in
now.
class like yo, I can't wait to get a studio, like yo, let's get this thing.
Bruh. Nah, dog, it didn't really affect my results because I believe that I'm good at like balancing stuff, So everything for me was quite balanced. I knew that this is the time I have for working on music and this is the time I have for school. Like even growing up, it was the same, even like with work and varsity and whatever I had at the time, I could like balance the skills quite well because I'm used to it. And my results, man, I can post them even now, don't worry.
Such a hip hop thing to say.
That's how confident I am.
For real. You're already flexing. I like that. That's the rapper persona coming out now. That's what we hear from.
Of course.
You remind me of a friend of mine who I met in Bible school, and he made me laugh. He says, because he was studying, so we were studying about physics and about pure math. He says, but he'll be studying for an exam and you start seeing stadiums. You see himself preaching in stadiums. And I used to laugh like, yo, you had it. I'm like, yeah, you had it tough. So you reminded me of that story, that guy. So I always laughing. I'm like, yo, bro, your story is really, really funny. And it's a funny thing what passion can do, man. That speaks to passion and who you are, I always speak about papers that, no one tells you that you are a doctor, and sometimes some of us figure out that I'm not into this being a doctor or whatever because I hate blood. Oh, I'm afraid of blood or whatever. So already I know that's not my thing. So he was in that time thinking this physics thing is not working for me. My thing is going to stadiums and preaching, But I want to go straight into your latest offering, Uzolani. I want to know, why did you name it Zolani, and how did the album come about?
Okay, I named it Zolani because it was the easiest way I could tell everybody that this body of work is solely about me. It's not about whoever I met or whoever inspired me at some point in life. It is solely about me. You're going to be listening to this and learning more about me and getting to know more about me and where my state of mind is at the current time. And it came about, started working on this album. Let me think properly. It was 2021. No, I'm mistaken. The first song on the album was made in 2020. But at the time, I just had an idea. I didn't even know if it was going to be an album or what. So I was like, okay, there's a project I want to make, but I'm not really sure. So let me play around with ideas. So I started playing around with ideas in 2021, in 2020, then 2021, I knew I'm making an album. I need to finish this. This is how it's going to be. I had the vision sorted, you know. So yeah, I worked on it those 2 years, and I sat with it for a while too. Not really because I doubted myself or my work. I sat with it because I felt like I need to digest it properly and be sure, like mentally and all that. Okay, I'm ready to do this. Whatever comes. You know. And it's been a really really amazing journey thus far. Still a long way to go, but hey, we're doing good.
Yeah, it's crazy for me when I saw the title and I knew, because your name is also Zolani. I thought of, and I'm listening to the album, I'm thinking, this is him introducing himself to the game, introducing himself to South Africa, that this is who I am. So I was gonna say that actually when I was asking you a question, because that's how I felt about the album, that it was a personal thing, and you hit the nail, because I can just tell, even listening to it, for songs like Friends I Keep, which we'll speak about, it's a dope song, and
Thank you.
I listened to your album the second time. The first time, I think I was too busy. I didn't sit down with it. But when I listened to it for the second time, I'm like, how did I not get to hear this, what I'm hearing today? I think my mind was somewhere else, because it's a pretty good body of work, well produced. And man, there's a couple of favorites. It's not a one, like there's just like a couple of favorite songs, like I can't even pick. But for now, I'd say, because I liked what you did on Friends I Keep. That's probably my favorite song for now. I'm still gonna be listening, because sometimes favorites change based on where you are and what's happening in your life. Because sometimes you like a song right now because maybe you are in that space, and sometimes when you are happy and it's everything, like, yo, this is my favorite song on the album. But I wanted to ask you another thing: that how was the reception for the album? How was it received by your friends and by people?
It was, I'd say it was more than I expected. I don't want to lie. Like, it was, especially on Twitter, to be like more specific. It was really unexpected. I even lost control of my phone that day. Like, everybody was calling me. Like, both sides of my family, my mom's side, my dad's side was calling me. Like, Twitter was buzzing, Instagram, like, yo, I couldn't do anything with my phone at the time. All my friends wanted to know how I was doing, because I wasn't even with them when I dropped. I was away. I was literally like alone when I dropped the project. So it was just going crazy. I didn't even know what to. I kept on saying thank you. That's all I could say. I kept on saying thank you, like, appreciate it, thank you. That's even on the phone calls. Everybody was telling me, yo, I'm listening to the album. It's sounding this and this. I like this. I don't like this. I love this. I don't love this. Everybody had their own feedback and opinions and all of that, but it was all just so unexpected and appreciated at the time. Like, I really really appreciated, man. And the amazing part was, it even charted the day it dropped, because I saw it was on the charts on Apple Music. So that's how crazy it was when it dropped for me. I didn't even expect it. For me, I just expected people to just listen and be like, okay, yeah, we hear you, we see you, and yeah, let's see what more you have. But instead, they came forward and told me which songs they liked, which songs they didn't like, what they liked about it, and all of that. And that was just, it was more than enough for me. Like, I'm grateful for all of that, bro.
So since you speak about the reception and how it was, would you say it opened doors? What did it do for you, for your career, or as a hip hop guy? What? Yeah.
Yeah, it did open doors for me. It did. Because first of all, I got on radio with that song. Like I was playlisted on YFM with that project. I mean, I was playlisted on YFM. So it was some crazy stuff for me, stuff that never happened for me before. Even the guys that started following me, like the bigger, more established artists, I didn't even think it got to them. So there's even quite a couple of established artists who like, okay, we see this guy, let's tap in. Some of them even DM, they're like, yo, dude, we're listening to the project and it's fire. So just like how I was saying that my DMs were going crazy. Like my Twitter, I mean, was going crazy. So were my DMs. It even opened up doors to shows for me, because even now there's a show that they're setting up, but it's in December, I think around the 16th. It's in the Free State. I've never even been to the Free State to perform like that. I've literally just been there, maybe on some school stuff, or you know. So this time it's a really crazy experience, because I'm going to a place that I've never even been. Because of the album. So it's opening really really dope ass doors for me. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. I'm glad because it's a good sounding album. It's a
Thank
dope
you.
sounding. I'm really
Mm,
loving it, and I'm getting to the question that I wanted to ask because you on Friends I Keep. I was listening to it. It's one of my favorite. You speak about
mm,
Lucky. You mentioned this Lucky and Scotty, but you say Lucky says you're a ghost. It's something like that along those lines. I want to know what's that about and what. Please expound that for me, and as well as who scored. When he's bigging you up and saying the album is potent. And
mm.
those two figures, I want to understand their role in your life and who they are to you.
Okay, so Lucky and Scott are my really really close friends. I have I have quite a few of those. I don't want to lie, but like those are the guys who are usually like really honest, or let's say some of the guys who are really honest with literally all the music that I put out. Even with Friends I Keep, I was actually writing about something that actually happened. Like Lucky really did call me and tell me, yo, dude, I'm listening to, at the time, I think there was a project called Off the Raps I had put out.
Yeah.
He told me that, yo, dude, I'm listening to Off the Raps and this thing is fire. We ghosted, dog. So there's a phrase that we usually use. We say we ghost. It means like you're really good, man. You're the dog. You're the
Oh,
it
okay.
person. So he was saying it in that sense, like, yo, dude, we ghost. So I was reflecting on that, like, because when I wrote Friends I Keep, I was just feeling down. I was just having a down day. I don't even know why. So I just decided to write some random stuff. And I was actually reflecting on what was going on. I think Lucky had called me. It was sometime that week. So I wrote about a conversation that we had. It was like, yo, dude, we ghost. And I was confused because he just said that at random before he even told me why. He called, I picked up, yo, hello. I was like, what's up? He said, yo, dude, we ghost. Then I was like, dude, what the hell? And then he told me why. He explained. Same thing with Scotty. Scotty, every time. I don't think there's a project that I've put out in the past, maybe like 5 years, that Scotty hasn't given me his honest feedback on. Like, he comes through and tells me if it's dope, it's dope. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it. He's really honest. And he always says he's my number one fan. So when he heard the work that I was doing at the time, and he was like, yo, dude, this is potent. He was also referring to one of the projects that I've made called Potent Soul, and he was like, this is potent, this is strong. It basically means it's strong. Like, when you refer to Venom, it's also like a double entendre. That line, when you refer Venom, if a Venom is strong, you say it's potent, right? So he was also saying that, yo, dude, this thing is potent. So I was like, ah, man, thanks a lot. So it was literally just conversations that I had with my friends that I decided to flip and put it into a song.
Yeah, man. Oh man, that's really, really dope. I thought when he was saying you were a ghost, maybe you said you're gonna die or something like it. For me, it sounded came across as bad because he said to him, "What do you mean, bro?" Like, So now that I know the back end station and what's happening, now I really understand. That's why for me, I appreciate things like Rap Genius. Where you get to understand, okay, what was this rapper saying and stuff like that, and getting the behind the scenes. Because I grew up listening to YFM, bro. I was a huge fan. I think one of the people that influenced me to do what I'm doing right now in terms of presenting and loving it, it was because of I was listening to Caesar Rome and Scoop, and I would admire how they do. I remember them breaking down 5 a.m. in Toronto, a lot of y'all appear standing, and that's the movement. And how it was a reference to Kanye because how Kanye is a PR god. Even now, he still does PR. And they were just breaking it down and I don't think at that time we had a place where you could go and actually get what is this guy saying? What do you mean? So he was breaking out what's happening because they understood the rap game. They were drenching the culture. And that's what I'm saying. It's really important to know the behind the story. I even was telling one of the guys that I know from church that for me, because I'm a fan, when I follow something, I want to know the behind the scenes. Like when you were writing the song, what were you going through? What was happening? How did it come about? The process, like the behind the scenes. So I always admire you guys when you guys are in studio. And one day I just hope to be in studio. Maybe I'm gonna get in studio because of you. I just wanna come there and observe how is the music made, what's the mood. Like I don't know for other people, maybe other fans, but I just want to see the behind the scenes of my favorite rapper or the making of the songs and hear the stories. I think I don't know, it gives it more depth. It makes me listen to an album differently or to a song differently because I know what my favorite rapper or musician was going through or what he was trying to achieve, when he was writing that thing. So it's really great hearing the behind the story of who Friends I Keep, which is my favorite song for now. Thing about today, but hip hop, hip hop. In case you're wondering, it's your first time you're out here, click on that subscription button. Please like first. But we are a podcast that focuses on young people on the come up from different industries, and we give them a platform to come and tell their story. And today we're hearing the story of Zolani, who goes by the name Venomraps, who's a SA Hip Hop rapper. Someone that you're gonna see, someone that's gonna be here for a long time, someone that you're gonna see on big stages, that you're gonna see on your TV, on your YouTube. He's already saying that he's in contact with some of our favorites. So I'm happy to have him here. Zolani, I want to ask you this question: that if there's someone watching right now. They're watching this, they want to get into the game. They hear you speak about Zolani blowing up like crazy for you, being the reception. What would be your advice to someone trying to break in or someone that's thinking about doing this hip hop thing? The 5 things that you'd advise them to do.
Yeah. Well, man, where do I begin, bro? 5 things that you need to do. Well, I'd say the 5 things that you can do, because there's always more. But first of all, don't drop out, dog. Like whatever it is, no matter how much you hate school, dog, it can be hard. You can hate it, it's fine, but don't drop out. Rather finish whatever schooling that you have, whether it's high school, whether it's varsity, college, whatever it is that you're doing, finish that up and then focus on the music. Secondly, like familiarize yourself with contracts. You're gonna come across contracts for almost everything in this industry. There's like a lot. you know. So you need to familiarize yourself with that, because you can opt to get a lawyer, but still the lawyer is just reading for you, and they'll tell you what they'll tell you, and you may not understand still, you know. So it's good to familiarize yourself while it's early, so you can understand all these legal terms that they'll come to you with, you know. Thirdly, get yourself like a good support structure, man. Like have like friends or family around that you can talk to from time to time, because this industry gets pretty lonely, you know, sometimes, especially when you're away from everybody, you know. People can be fake, and you can see these things, you know, and you can even think that you're crazy because you're seeing stuff that people are saying or doing that you don't really know how to understand, you know. Whereas if there's like friends or family that you can connect with that can keep you grounded, you'll be able to basically get through all these things, you know. Fourthly, I'd say learn the music business. Like music is a business, you know. Learn the music business. If it's a short course that you decide to take that course, it's fine. You know, if it's through people who've done it before, try and be in contact with them. Ask like questions all the time. Ask questions, you know. Make sure that you keep the learning curve like going all the time, you know. Learn new stuff. Ask ask if there's like production questions that you need to know about, ask about that. Find the right people. Teach yourself. Use YouTube. There's so many resources that you can use, you know. Watch podcasts just like this, you know. There's so much information out there at our grasp that you can use yourself at home to get yourself to a different point, or to get yourself to where you want to be as an artist, you know. And number five, I would say, man, protect protect your mental state. I don't know if I'm saying it right, like, or protect your mind, man. Like, there's so much that goes on, even with me, dog, you know, that I fight on a daily basis. And I'm happy that I keep on winning every day. That's what I want to do. I want to stay winning. You know, you will face a lot of demons. Like I said, the industry is lonely. You might have a room full of 20 people around you, but still feel alone. You know, that's just how the industry is. And I'm not even deep within the industry yet, but I can already see that. You know, I've had um, times where I felt like, you know, I'm alone. I want to quit this thing. I don't know anymore. I don't know what to do. But then again, I look after my mental health. So I know if I start feeling like that, it means I just need to take a break. I don't necessarily need to stop. I just need to take a break, focus on myself, you know, become grounded again, and focus on why I'm doing whatever it is that I'm doing, and keep going. You know, if you focus on those five things starting up, I feel like you're gonna be an unstoppable force in the industry.
Oh man, I love what you said. And I know someone is out there saying, but yeah, Casper dropped out, Questa dropped out. Remember, that's him, that's his advice, that's his opinion, and there's
Yeah.
no formula. But that's I asked him what would when I score English but faith, what would be his advice to you guys?
Mm,
And that's his advice, that's his opinion, there's no formula. If you feel like you can do it, which is, Casper and Questa are probably a special case. So it doesn't happen every time, right? So, but if you feel like
mm,
you can drop out and go and get it by any means, but according to him, he says, rather go the safe route, finish because you're going to need, it's not even a safe route. It's going to help you, in terms of, like he said, he spoke
mm.
about doing contract and stuff like that and getting information,
Yeah.
which is so dope. I
Mm.
want to get back to the to your music, man. If someone is listening to this interview, why would you say they should listen to your music? Why should they go to Spotify right now and stream? Why should they go to YouTube, watch your videos, or Apple Music to listen to your song?
Mm. You know, the simplest explanation to that would be, or simplest, not even explanation, but thing would be, if you're trying to have a good time,
Mm.
if you want to have a good time, just go listen to Venomraps. You are definitely gonna have a good time. Trust me. Whether you're trying to have a good time while relaxing, or whether you want to have a good time while on a drive, whatever it is. If you want to have a good time, listen to Venomraps. Simple.
You heard the man. If you wanna have a good time, you better listen to Venomraps, and you are guaranteed to have a good time. I know because I listened to the album Zolani. Great, 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 great album. Loved a couple of tracks. And yeah, listen to the album. Guaranteed to have a good time. So I just wanna go into a bit of a game. One must go. Have you ever? I'm sure you watched. I'm sure you
Yeah,
watched.
yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you
I
watched.
know how this one goes. I know.
So one must
I
go.
know.
So I'm gonna put a bunch of people,
Mm.
and you tell me which one must go. AKA or
Yeah.
Casper.
Okay, wait. Wait. Do I have to give a reason why they must go, or why they must stay, or I just say my answer?
You have to give a reason why they must go, why they must stay, why you choose.
Okay.
It's not really that complicated.
Okay.
There's nothing malicious.
Yeah,
AKA or
it's
Casper.
simple. It's simple. AKA or Casper. Damn. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, one must go. So I must say who must go.
Yeah.
Casper must go.
Why?
No disrespect to Cass. Love Cass. Met the guy, amazing person. But like I feel like I resonate with AKA more. I relate to his music more, even. I connect with him more. Yeah.
Okay. Next one. Aries on SPC. One must go.
Oh, damn it. You guys hate me for this one. Can't I skip this one? These guys are my faves, dog. Shit. Okay. Whew. Nasty C must go. Yo.
You slime.
Sorry, Nasty. Sorry, but I'm a slime, bro. I'm a slime for life, dog. You know this life. I'm a slime. I'm a slime
What do you
for
think
life.
about his
So
latest album? Is it Deadlines?
deadlines. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Personally, I like it. I like it. It's literally the only thing I've been playing since it dropped. That should tell you something. Like I really like it. I like that song with Fuma Pori, so something to fight for.
Yeah.
Amazing song. An amazing song. Love it.
That guy can rap. I can
Yeah.
rap. That guy.
Yeah.
I didn't listen to
Definitely
tomorrow's strategy, whatever, for specific reasons. I feel like for me, this is the album that made me go back and say, okay, I can listen to this guy. The EP, that EP for me, it's like this is the Aries that I like, by that guy.
Yeah.
That guy is a beast.
Yeah, he can.
That guy is a beast.
That guy fights, bro.
Let's go to a final sort of, I would say, couple. Rouge or Nadia Nakai?
Ooh, tricky. Yo, I hope Rouge doesn't unfollow me for this one, but he has to go. Sorry, Rouge. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Man, Rouge is a cool person. She's gonna forgive me for this.
Yeah.
But like, yo, Nadia is that girl, bruh.
Yeah.
She is that girl. Like, she really got it. Like, she might get like a lot of mixed reviews from social media, but in the streets, they really like love Nadia. I've seen it. I've seen her perform live. It's something you should see, man. It's amazing. Shout out to her.
She's a big brand. Like brand-wise, Nadia is the biggest female artist as well. So even the deals speak for themselves. Even the songs, they chart. The numbers don't lie, as they say. Because ours family tree. I'm not like you. I'm not an AK. I listen to both. But when push comes to shove, I go the AKA. I go the Casper route. Yo, I almost made a mistake. Yes, I go the Casper route. I died. That's the hill I died. That's why. Anyone else?
Bro, like I feel like having to pick between the two for me, it is touchy because I really like both guys. Like I don't want to lie, even though they have beef amongst them. I really don't care about the beef, dog. I can listen to AKA and Casper back to back. I don't care. It's fine. You know, it's
I
fine.
love the beef. I love the beef. That's what keeps. You know, the thing is, I wish, you know, hip hop is all about competition. That's what makes the culture, the debate. It's more like soccer, you know, the bragging rights, the build up to the albums, you know, the trolls on Twitter. We live for that as fans, especially I live for it. You know, I went from the AKA LTO beef. I was there in that era when AK was big with El Tito, the entire Glitz gang. He was also big with Taleb and them. And then that one died out, and then now came him and Cass. I was there. I was on El Tito's side. Although we lost to them, it's fine. Like if you look at it, love El Tito, but if you look at it, you know. And then Casper came along, and I saw Casper on the come up. Like I literally saw Casper on the come up. And then when he started beefing with AKA, he solidified my love because I already didn't like AKA. I'm like, yo, I don't listen. It's funny. I listen to AKA's music. It's the, you know, I'm throwing phones on the balcony that will get to you. You know, or maybe because of the LTO beef again, you know, I had that crash as yes, we lost there. So, but I do dig Keenan Forbes. I can rap his song word for some of the songs. I can rap word for word. I listen to both, but when a push comes to shove, I choose a side. I'm not that one who's gonna say no. They know me in the street. I rap Casper all day. I'm working for Sam, my chef, you do it for relevance. So, if you were gonna use a song to describe where you are right now, what song would it be? And if you're gonna you're a rapper, you can rap.
By Aries.
No, you're gonna have to give us lyrics though, or sing the chorus.
Oh, what? No. Do I? Are you serious?
Yeah.
No, I can't give you. I have to rap the song.
It's either
then
you
I have to change
it. Yeah, like, or give us a chorus.
Then I have to change my answer.
You didn't
I have to change my answer, dog. Like, dog, I haven't gotten the chance to get that song in my head like that. Otherwise, I'll have to speak about lemons to lemonade. Then, you know, especially Nasty's verse.
Yeah. Let's go.
What does he say, man? He says, nice thing with the lips and the curves in my corner, a 10 on my lap, Maradona. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's all I know in that song. Can you believe it? Oh my God. Because it said something about when I made a gag, I was talking about a torso or something like that. But that's not how the verse goes. Nasty would be disappointed in me. It'd be disappointed.
Venom. Wait, hip hop guy will also be disappointed.
But it's fine. It's fine. I listen to my own music anyway, so it's fine.
Hip hop, you know, rappers are like that.
It's the truth.
Maybe rather give us a verse from your music, from one of your songs. Give us a verse.
You want a verse from one of my songs?
Yeah.
Which one? Let me see.
You can do.
Okay. Early in the morning and I'm feeling so distorted, sparking up a blunt and then I'm thinking of recording. Looking through my thoughts, I'm trying to paint a little portrait, paint a little picture, maybe paint you what the word is. Like he hit me up, asked me, Venom, are you up? I just had a little vision, gotta tell you what is up. He said, nigga, you a ghost. I said, nigga, what the? He said, nigga, wait, I'm just trying to show a little love. I know you out here pushing, working, going over and above. You will make it work if you just keep on doing what you love. Keep on writing verses because we never have enough. Keep on pushing out a button because you never know what's up. Scotty called in. Yeah, man, that's it.
Man, come on, these friends I keep. My Venomraps. It's on Spotify. Actually, listen to the album. Zolani, the album.
Of course.
It's a very, very dope album. It's all out there on Spotify. I'll probably put links as well underneath this thing so that you guys can go straight to the song. You know, before we even go and before I ask actually before I was not gonna ask. Please, Tina, some of us, Zolani, are Christians or whatever, or we listen like Musimaman. I remember Musimaman saying this to Casper, you know. Please, guys, South African hip hop guys, right? We need clean versions for some of us. We love hip hop, but sometimes we don't listen because of how it's just vague and stuff like that. So I'm just saying, consider us. We are also fans, right? Consider us who don't like, who don't want to listen to like and some of the new wave. I find it hard to listen to some of the new wave rappers because of the subject matter sometimes. I'm like, maybe because I'm old, they're not for me. They cater to a younger, I guess audiences as well count, right? But what I love about SA Hip Hop, and that's why for me, I stick strictly to SA Hip Hop, is what uncles about the uncle Malum Kuket, Simiso Zolani said on Anele, on the road with Anele says, one thing about South Africa is that you can't swear a lot. And that's what I found in South African hip hop. It's not clean entirely, but it is clean. Like you can go through an entire song with someone having sweared once, you know, or twice, or sometimes never, you know. And I think that's why I still have Proverbs. I think that was his second last album, The Fourth Right. You know, he's a clean rapper, and I enjoy his rap because I love the wordplay, I love everything. Like I'm a hip hop fan. You know, so guys, please consider us. Some of us, some of us are kids. You wanna play the song when the kids are there. You know, you wanna play. So if you wanna do this version, like the ones that you sent to radio, you know, think of us or Lorraine. You wanna play them. But I don't know how you guys can figure it out. However, you know how before we go, how I knew about you is because I started following a couple of, let's say, hip hop commentators. I know one of them is Uber Eats. She writes for Hype. Found her in the space. I think there's the DJ space. It was a hip hop space. Yeah, space on Twitter. And she started speaking about you. Like, yo, like I found Venom with this. I think it was around the Never Ride remix when they wanted people to jump on. And there was like, that's how I actually started listening to you. I'm like, wow. And it's so amazing to have people like her who are really about people who are not famous and really listen, because I saw she was listening to 600 albums. I respect her.
Yeah.
I really respect her. But for me, it was just relating the story of how I came across your music. It was through her, you know, and me following her as a hip hop commentator and someone that. So there's power in people. It might be someone might have 5 people or 10 people, but she has 11K by the way on Twitter. So so when people talk about you, you don't know what's happened. Someone like me will find you, and that's how I found out about you. And I'm glad I did find out about you because it's really, really dope rapper. I love what you're doing. I love this. I'm enjoying the album. I won't lie and say I listen to everything else because I won't be able to listen to Zolani, stuff like that. I'm enjoying it. Before we depart, you're just starting out. What do you look forward to the most?
Oh man! First of all, in life, before I even get to music, I'm looking out to freaking. I'm sorry for that. I'm looking out to.
Don't worry.
Graduate, man. Like I'm finishing school. I'm graduating next year. So what? I want to do that. I want to finish up with that. That's my short-term goal achieved right there. You know, I wanna continue to change people's lives through music. You know, I've had some people who've come forward to me and told me that, yo, I've been listening to your music and it feels like there's someone out there who thinks like how I think. You know, so I am not alone. So I want to continue to influence people's lives in that sense, like in a good way, you know, to be a positive example to my peers and even to kids and even the older generation too, you know, to continue to inspire, you know. I want to be someone who you look to and be like, yo, that guy actually did it, and he didn't have to follow everyone else, or he didn't have to do what everyone else was doing. He was able to do his own thing, and it worked out just fine. So I want to go out like that. I want to continue being that person to everyone, and to everyone who listens to me, to feel like how you felt when you heard Friends I Keep. Listen to my music and be like, yo, wow, actually, I hear this, I feel this, I can actually feel this. I want to have that impact when it comes to my reach and my music.
Wow, and definitely you're already having it, like you said, on some of us. And we look forward to seeing you going to greater heights. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. Thank you for allowing us to be here and interview you. We look forward, like you said, we look forward to seeing you reach greater heights, more music. And to the people that are watching, this is Venomraps. He has an album out called Zolani. Go and listen. It's on all DSPs. Go listen to that album. Enjoy it. My name is Chuso Mutsumani. I know I didn't introduce myself at the beginning because I was too excited. One thing about this thing, go to get hip hop, dog. Hip hop. That's because of it's a hip hop thing. So my name is Chuso Mutsumani, like I said. Every Sunday, 5 p.m., we are out here dropping new people and introducing new people who are on the come up on our platform. We look forward to having you and come back. Subscribe, like, share, comment as well. And then we'll see each other on the flip side. It has been under construction. We out.